This book is a map, a look back at roads crossed, a glimpse forward at roads not yet traveled. It's difficult for professional athletes to focus on anything historical beyond yesterday's game. They're so focused on the here and now, the next game, the next season, the next contract, that many have no sense of what came before and none at all at what is coming around the bend. History suggests that African American athletes should be ever on the lookout. Their predecessors were excluded, blocked, persecuted, and eased out when white owners and management decided that they weren't needed or wanted. Today's generation of pro athletes may be wealthy, but they are simultaneously cheered and resented. That kind of tension can't last forever. The community of black athletes, like the black community at large, is wealthier and in some ways more powerful than ever before. But in many other ways, it resembles that wandering lost tribe, a fragmented remnant unable to organize itself to project the collective power it embodies but is afraid to use. Isolated in summer camps and prestigious universities and pampered as the budding millionaires that many of them will become, today's big-time college and professional players are far less prepared to deal with the racial realities that exist in America than any previous generation of athletes. Yet, today's racial realities are more complex, less black and white, if you will, than they've ever been. Tragically, their wandering mirrors that of the larger black community, illustrating once again, as if it needed to be, how closely black sporting life reflects the main currents of black life in America. At this unprecedented crossroads, the question is, which way forward? Have we strayed too far from the road our ancestors paved for us, the road we tread as young men and women? Or does the future demand that we strike out on a new path? In either case, we need to have a clearer understanding of how we got here before we can even begin to set a new course. Like the bounty hunter who tracked escaped slaves during America's period of slavery, another bounty hunter of sorts is still on the trail. A century later, pursuing from one promised land to another, this hunter is trying to catch, to replace, and to eliminate those costly $40 million slaves. This is the story of the chase so far. Glistening black bodies on fields of dreams, on battlefields scoring between defensive seams, tight muscles bulging, ferocious bucks who scratch and claw and say, "Oh, shucks, wasn't much." Cream-colored spectators cheer and roar for conquering heroes who conquer no more.